Welcome, friends. This morning I was making blueberry muffins for breakfast along with some fruit and bacon to get our day started today. We're running some errands, going to be out in the garden a little bit, and some other interesting things that are happening today. So I hope you'll follow along and join us on our adventure today. Welcome, friends. We are headed out to run errands today. We're going to go to Living Spaces, go grab some lunch or dinner, whichever way it works out, and we'll just take you along on the adventure.
Yeah.
Again, a man of few words.
20 folks.
I guess that's just in time because the State Fair of Texas is coming, I think, the end of this year or so. Welcome back, friends. We went to Living Spaces and Cheddar's to eat. Living Spaces parking was great. Of course, we're going during the day when there's hardly anybody out, but they did have great wheelchair access for parking and for going inside the building.
Yeah, they had electric doors.
They had automatic doors going in. Didn't have to go to some random side of the building and push a button or anything like that. Just walked up, doors open, everybody's in. That was really nice. And there seemed to be plenty of spaces to go in and out of all of the furniture and everything for the most part.
Very handicap accessible.
Yes. And then we went to Cheddar's.
Fun experience.
Parking was good, did have good parking. But then again, like I said, we were going during the middle of the day when most people were not out and about. They had those carousel door things, whatever it's called, and then they had the two doors on the ends, and they were quite small, probably only like 32 inches. So he was able to get in, but I had to open the door and help him through the door. And it was very difficult because the door is one of those doors that tries to close behind you automatically. And so I was trying to manage all of that. And then once we got him inside, I turned around and looked, and the hostess is just standing there watching us struggle to get through this door, and didn't bother to say, hey, do you need any help? Or just run around and hold the door open for us or anything like that. So that was not nice. I got chicken fried steak, even though I asked for chicken fried chicken, but that's fine. It was good. I ate it. And he got bourbon, salmon, and shrimp.
The shrimp was excellent.
Yes, shrimp was excellent. And so after that, we had to manage our way back out the door again while the hostess just stood there and watched us. I was going to say something, but I didn't want to be that person, so I didn't say anything. And then we just headed back home. So that was really it for the errands for the day.
It was an adventure.
And now we'll go out to the garden and I will show you around. It's fall garden, so I have pulled a lot of things out from the spring, summer. And so there's a lot of bare space, a lot of places where I need to put in some mulch, but I'll show you what I have going on. Got the hat. Welcome to the garden. Like I said, the garden is kind of in a state of transition, going from the spring and summer stuff to what I've got going on for the fall. So just bear with me, don't laugh. And I'll turn this camera around so you can see everything. All right, so here I have my bell pepper transplants, and we will see how they do. But obviously I need to get some more mulch in here. And I have some zinnias that reseeded themselves, which is fantastic. And then zinnias here. It looks like I need to deadhead some of those. And then I have two beds back here that just have weeds in them currently that I need to get ready for garlic. I'll put the middle one here, will have garlic in it. And that back one, I'm just gonna cover for the fall or for the winter, and hopefully it'll be all nice and ready to go for the spring after I compost it. This one here just kind of has some random zinnias and I think celosia seeds that got thrown in there. And you can see there's some mushrooms that have grown up in here. So good soil, but just a little random things going on in there. And probably some nutsedge grass I need to take out. But that's what's going on there. Over here, I have I think they're called sugar baby watermelon plant back here. Got some, I think, fungal damage going on. But I think it's to the end of its term. And I've got one watermelon there, and then one tucked away in here. So once they're ready to be picked, I'll probably be pulling this out because it's got damage. It's probably done. And then in the front here, I have some, I think these are the black turtle beans. And so let's see, I don't think we have any beans just yet, but I love black beans, and so that's what I've got going on there. And then I have some tomato plants that were decimated by grasshoppers. So we'll do what we can with those. Need to remulch in here too. Got some basil and some marigold plants in the middle here. So that's what we have here. Over here, these tomatoes are doing much better. I believe these are, let me see. I have a tag in here somewhere about what they are. I think they were my Romas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these were the Romas. And then I also have some more bean plants that I planted in here. Obviously, I need to remulch this bed as well. And then over here, my rattlesnake beans are coming up. And so it's time to mulch that bed as well. I have more beans here. I believe these are the Java, I'm not sure that's correct, Java beans going on here. Got my early girl tomatoes. They sustained a lot of grasshopper damage too, but they're making a comeback. And let's see if we can see this butterfly that's on the zinnias over here. So got some more zinnias there, got some beans here. That round one back there, I did plant some seeds, but they didn't take off, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover that one. This one here, I have some cabbage starts in my grow area inside, so there's going to be transplanted here. And then this beautiful butternut squash plant has a lot going on. Let's see if we can, there we go. Whoop. I think I just disturbed a bee. Not sure if that's a bee, maybe some sort of wasp or something, but if he's pollinating and doing a good job, then we will leave him be. Let's see, got some more. I need to take out the dead leaves in here, but looks like I've got some ants going on here too, so we'll be treating all of that. But there's a lot going on in there. And then here are some beautiful sunflowers. Sunflowers just make me so happy. Oh, look at that. That just makes my day. Sunflowers just make me so happy and seem to make him happy too. And then I have some more beans down here that I just kind of threw in here. So that's what's going on here. I have more basil here. Here we have my pepper plants. So I've got some jalapenos, sriracha, and habanero plants here, along with some flowers that are kind of coming to the end of their term. This one here, my oregano took off a long time ago, and then I replanted the rest of these with more herbs of all sorts here. And then this one just had random flowers I threw in. This one right here is a pumpkin plant that I purposefully planted here against the chicken run. That way they can munch the leaves and everything, and then it should grow up over the fence. Did get sustained some pest damage, and I think squash vine borers got on it too. I was trying to pick off all those little red egg things that they tell you to pick off, so hopefully I got enough, but this was really just to keep the chickens entertained from the side of the fence. Looks like we've got some flowers going on. And then I had another one here, but something really got to it. Looks like I've got some ant issues going on there that I need to take care of. This one will be a sugar snap peas, so I need to get that watered desperately. We've had a lot of good rain here lately, so that's been good. So let's just go check on the chickens real quick, because that's always fun to give them treats and make them happy.
All right. Thank you, friends, so much for joining us today on our little bit of an adventure day. I appreciate you so much for commenting, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.